Welcome to your own YouTube channel, Ielts with Sir Mudasa, where you learn faster in the shortest possible time. A name you can trust with complete confidence.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Chaudhry Mudassir Tariq, the director of Shahi Hamdan Language and Computer Institute, Mirpur, Azad, Kashmir. My today's lecture is about Ielts overview. Ielts basically stands for International English Language the Testing System. It has two types, academic Ielts and general training Ielts. Academic Ielts is the option for the students who need to go abroad for higher qualification. And general training is basically for those applicants who need to go abroad either for work or for immigration. Ielts has basically four modules, which are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. The final exam will be about it will take around 3 hours to complete. Speaking is the shortest test, the time wise, I'm saying that it will take 11 to 14 minutes to complete as far as the speaking test is concerned. Second is listening. Listening takes 30 minutes. The writing 60 minutes, and the last test, that is reading, that also takes 60 minutes to complete. So this is how that you will have to go through all these four modules, which are speaking, listening, and reading and writing, and it will take around 3 hours to complete your whole speaking test. Earlier the students had two options. The first one was the computer-based test. Second, paper-based test. Unfortunately, in Pakistan at the moment, paper-based IELTS test is not available. It has been banned basically. So the students have been left with only one option, that is computer-based. You should not worry about this thing that the computer-based test is harder as compared to paper-based test. The difficulty level of the test is the same, because basically, as already I have mentioned, that it is a language test. So they have to check your English language level. So whether you take the paper-based test or the you can say a computer-based test, so the difficulty level will remain same. There is no doubt that the majority of the students, they were more comfortable with the paper-based test as compared to the computer-based. The reason is that they particularly those students who could not learn the computer earlier, so they had this issue. But it can be managed by having a little practice. If you just do 2 to 3 you can say weeks practice of the doing the test on on the computer, you can learn easily, because there isn't that much high level of the a time pressure there. You can manage easily, but of course you need a proper a training for this. The IELTS is basically a language test. So firstly, you need to understand what is the difference between English language and English subject. Firstly, I will tell you about IELTS, English subject. English subject, as you know, basically, which you have been studying from you can say the lowest level when you took admission first time in any school. So you were given an English book. Just like other subjects you had, so you had English subject also. So English subject has basically a textbook. A textbook, it has the limited number of chapters, limited number of questions. So you used to prepare them. You used to memorize the answers of the questions, and this is how that you could pass your the final exam and the midterms easily. And you never had anything out of the syllabus in the final exam. So it was something which was easier, in fact, if you talk about, if you compare it with a language. Language means it's basically a source. Language is a source through which you communicate with the people. And what are the sources through which you can communicate with the people? You know very well, which are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. In speaking and writing, you share something with others, and in listening and reading, others share something with you. So you have to understand this thing, that when you are sharing something with others, so you must have got, enough, you can say, the number of words in your mind, so that you could be able to express anything which you want. In fact, when you are sharing something, of course you would be sharing a knowledge, or it can be the feelings or emotions, or it could be any information. I'm confirmed that you have understood that, you can say, a difference between English language and English subject. Now I'm going to tell you about the roadmap of IELTS, that is very important for you to understand, that how you can pass your IELTS test in the first attempt. I mean, how you should learn it. IELTS is basically a language test. So, of course, you must know that if you need to perform well in IELTS, so of course, you will have to work on 4 to 5 areas, which are very important, and you can, call them the roadmap for your success. The first thing which you need to understand, that you have to improve your vocabulary level. That is very important. Secondly, grammar is also very important, because in speaking and writing, well, your grammar level is checked. In listening and reading, of course, in these two, the modules, the grammar is not examined, but in speaking and writing, the grammar will be checked. How it is checked? Of course, when you are communicating with the people, you have to make the sentences on your own. When you are making the sentences, so of course, the grammar rules will be applied on that. If you don't follow the grammatical rules and you are making the sentences, it means that you are making grammatically wrong sentences. I give you a simple example, that, for example, the traffic, there are the traffic rules. So if you don't follow the traffic rules, and if you are driving your car, so it means that you are not following the traffic rules, you are violating them. And when you are violating them, then what happens? You will be fined, of course. You will be penalized for, the breaking the rules. So similarly, when you are making the sentences in English, whether in speaking or writing, so it is very important for you that you should make grammatically, correct sentences, so that it could make some sense to others. If you are making you can say, a grammatically wrong sentences, so definitely, what would happen? Okay, you want to say something different, others would not be able to understand exactly what you want to tell to them. So these are the two things, you can say that these two things are the backbone of any language. Secondly, that is the practice of all 4 modules. That is very important, which are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. The more practice you do, the higher score you can get. Third thing is that you have to work on your confidence. As you know, that confidence is the key to success. In listening, reading, and writing, of course, the confidence matters there also, but it will not be that much involved. How how much you need in your speaking, because in speaking you have to face the examiner, and of course it will be your first meeting with him. So you should have, you can say, good enough confidence in yourself. You should have a self belief, so that you could pass. You can say, your speaking test easily. So for this, that you need to do enough practice in the class, and you should, you should talk on different topics. Different, you need to have a lot of practice of answering the questions, and of course, the confidence improves gradually. It can't be done overnight, and it will not be, you can say, improved in 2 3 days. It will take time, because the confidence develops when you start performing better in all your 4 modules. So this is the important thing. Apart from this, that where you are working on your vocabulary, grammar, and you are doing practice also, so it's very important for you that to in order to get the best possible score, you should work on learning of the strategies also. As you know, that all 4 modules, they would have the separate tips and techniques and strategies, and they have their specific pattern, so you should learn them. That is very important. Without learning the strategies, there is a chance that you would be doing a lot of practice, but you will not be getting that much score which you need. So if you learn the strategies, so it will make your, it will make your practice more fruitful. You will get, you can say, the higher score more quickly as compared to without learning the strategies. So these are the four, you can say, areas where you have to work. The last thing that is also very important, very significant, that you should go through the mock test. Mock tests are also like having the practice of all four modules, but there is a little difference. That a difference is that I mean, normally what you do, that you do the practice of any two modules daily, but the mock in for the mock test you have to go through all four modules in, you can say, in one sitting, in a single day, and without having any kind of gap, because in the final exam also, that your speaking test will be taken separately, as I told you earlier, but listening, reading, and writing, there will be no break, no gap among them. So this is the reason why, that this is what the mock test is called. You have to go through at least 5 to 6 mock tests, so that you could be fully prepared for your final exam. So I personally believe that if you follow, these kind of things which I have just mentioned, you can pass your IELTS test easily without having any kind of trouble. But of course, when you are trying to do something on your own without having the guidance from any professional trainer or highly qualified trainer, so definitely your preparation will remain incomplete. So this is the reason why that I would suggest you that you should try to get admission institute where you can get a very good, you can say, training of this course. That a professional IELTS trainer can make your job easier, because by doing anything on your own, you have to spend a lot of time for even little things to learn. So through the lectures of, you can say, a professional and highly qualified trainer, you can learn the things so quickly. So I would encourage you that if you want to get a top class training, you can approach us. Admissions are open. You can come to us. We have the classes in the morning and in the evening also. So you can have the online training also. If you can't afford to come to Meepur, if you are living somewhere so far from, I mean, from this city, so the online training is also available. So you can approach us on the given number, which will be which you can see on the screen. So you can approach us, and inshallah you will be given the best, you can say, the training, and we will of course hope that you will get the score which you want to get in the first attempt. And over, in fact, the training, it is based on basically two things: that workload you have, that is very important. Secondly, the time which you have available, because these two things are very important. And of course that it depends on your qualification also. The more qualification you have, of course you can do that thing more quickly as compared to the person who has the less qualification as compared to yours. So but there isn't anything to worry about. You are just one step away from your success, so you should not worry about anything. You should not be upset for anything. You just start taking the training and doing practice, and I'm 100% confirmed that you can pass your test easily. There isn't any kind of difficulty at all, because we have thousands of examples of those students who pass their test in IELTS in the first attempt. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Stay blessed. Ameen. For more information, don't hesitate to contact us on 034456699933 and 0345569933.